So it just goes to show that even though he's better attributes, you'd have to say, Cousins is better attributes wise, getting it done when it comes down to goals, things that affect the games, Alex just has more impact. He's got more caps, more goals, better average rating, wins things as well. Assuming he is part of the. I'll try and find that Capital One Cup game. I've built up so much now, it's going to be a disappointment. It wasn't anything amazing, but it was just the fact that there was a lot of us in it, and I went into it the last time, and I found out Tumba played for Liverpool, so I was like, oh, that would have been a good surprise. So I tried to hold it off as best I could. As you can say, Tumba came on in the final off the bench. They started Romero on the bench. Mental. Cost him the game. So Reflex Pratt started, John started, Connor was injured, remember? Steven started but got subbed, didn't have a good game. 6.3. Sometimes I've noticed it when I'm managing Arsenal. Certain players in finals step up massively. They have big game. It's a hidden attribute. When I set this up, I couldn't see that. It's like a masked attribute. There was no option to add in like a 0 or a 20. But I've noticed it, like for Arsenal, for example, Ramsey and Ozil in big games, they always do excellent for me. Always. I just think it's something like a Ronaldo type player in a big game, they'll step up. So it can work the other way though, and some people don't thrive on the big game at all. They could be an excellent player. They could be the best player in the world, like say just a Gallagher, for example, 5-star, but they just don't relish the big occasion, get nervous, and they just underperform. So maybe that's what happened there with Steven. I'm just speculating, but considering they won the game and just didn't have any impact. And I think that's it. Baldwin's left City now, so it's just only a few of them at City. There was once 5 or 6. So yeah, Aiden. So we've got Aiden, Baldwin, McShane, and Alex all at Liverpool, and we've got Reflex, John, Stephen, and Connor at City. So there's a lot of us spread amongst only a few teams now. But I think Tumba's wanted, John's wanted, so that's an angle to look at for the next venture forward. Just want to check this bottle. That's what cost them the league, even though it is going a few games back. The Gook got sent off. The Chingaling, as Dave Whelan would say, got sent off. So early doors, can't really blame them for that. What are we doing? So we're on Al. I will look at the Irish stuff now and the English international scene just whilst we've got time, and then move forward slowly, keeping an eye on Nick, and then move forward to hopefully the World Cup. I'm assuming England must be like 10s on to make it, but Ireland pretty always closer. Might be a playoff game away. Right. Can you still find him? Still find him? You can still find him. Alright, so we'll go to England. Start off with England. I'll just go straight to the groups. They're second in the group. So there's only 2 games played. I've noticed this I think in real life it's different. They stagger them a lot better, but over here they seem to. The second half, considering the World Cup is only 12 months away or less than that, they do play the majority of the games that year just before the World Cup, which I think is better in a way because it gets the teams in form, or the better teams at the time getting to the World Cup. Whereas if you spread it qualification over 2 years, you could get someone who's really good for the first part, but then just awful, stumbles across the line and goes into the World Cup awful. So we'll just check the groups out there basically. What one were England in? It's always group 9 or 10. Yep. So they've already lost one. Lost to Serbia. So going to need to win that return. Otherwise you go into a playoff. Serbia got the best striker in the game, I think. Where's Ireland? Whilst we're here. can never see it doing it that way. We'll click into England, just see the 2 games and who played, who's knocking on the doors in the squad. Oh, so Greek. See if Nick played in that game. So McRae and Wilson definitely forced out Tumber and Custance, although Custance did feature. Well, started. No Monday. Monday just can't get a look in. But Novak man of the match for England in a defeat. That's the guy who's the best striker in the game, Luka Jovic. It won't let me click on him. He's definitely real. Bayern. Yeah, he's sensational. Look, 80 goals in 87 international games. Almost as good as Robbie Keane. So against Greece, did Nick play? Can't see the Greek team, but we'll go into it. No, can't see him anyway. It's fairly recent, this game, so obviously he hasn't been playing. That doesn't seem to have stopped them from picking him. Let's go back, see what they've done since the disappointment of losing in the final. This Nations League nonsense. And other than that, all wins. Oh, they played Ireland in a friendly. If I'd known that. Sorry, Bonaz, I would have done that. Sue played. That's where Connor got his injury. Putting his heart on the line. Out for 3 months. When was it played? Because Connor got injured early Jan. So even though it was tongue in cheek, it might be serious. It could actually be the time he got injured. No, but when it's this type of knock, then they're never. If it's red, then it's a bad injury. Whereas this is just a precautionary injury. They're normally down to about 50% fitness. So McShane played. John played. Connor played. Baldwin played. So a lot of Gunnersbury played, just other than Gal and myself and Beasley. For England, Stephen, Aidan, Reflex. Tumber Custance started. But again, Monday just is not on the premises. And a hat-trick for James Wilson. Bloody hell. Okay, moving on, we'll actually go to Ireland. Good little segue there. So they're second in Group 2. Austria in the group. Oh, we've already drawn with Wales. Ireland are just by nature going to have tougher groups than England because of the seeding. You imagine England are seeded due to the #1 world record. So Shane starting to get goals now. And beat Luxembourg. But who else is in the group? Norway. So it's not too tricky a group as we've had in the past. We've had the likes of Germany in qualification, stuff like that. So Harry Kane, you can still find him. I actually played against Luxembourg there. How can I only get a 6.5 against Luxembourg? Surely. Got to give me. It's the worst on the pitch. It's probably because I have nothing to do because they're paced us up front, and I'm rubbish going forward. So see what they've done since the disappointment or the heartbreak of the Euros. Lost to Turkey straight away after. Probably it's hard to pick yourself up after that. Gal got injured and lost to England in the friendly, as we already saw. Only a friendly, and it was, I think England were at home. I don't remember where the game was played. Unknown stadium. It's a big stadium, that. So let's just see Ireland, see how they're getting on. Group 2. So Norway are 2 for 2. Hopefully Norway haven't played Wales yet. They've just played the raggedy Andorra, and yeah, they've just played. Ireland should beat Norway. It's going to be between Ireland and Wales, you'd imagine, for that. Wales were in the Euros and almost got out of the group, I remember. So okay, so that's that. The year forward now. The next time will be the Euros. Will obviously be a year forward as well. So I'll showcase our year development and then go on to do the World Cup. And just keep an eye on Nick, basically. So hopefully Nick gets back to me on the WhatsApp group and he probably won't care where he plays, but he just want to find the right level. So if you do have an opinion, I can factor it in. So let me know. And yeah, hope you enjoyed episode 19 and take it from here.